Right now, two bills causing controversy at the state capitol. What's at stake for Wisconsin's transgender community?
Plus, the search for a new Speaker of the House is underway as the divide between House Republicans widens.
A little bit cooler this morning. Temperatures in the 50s. Should be a nice day today, but a big drop in our temperatures tomorrow. More coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for waking up with us. We sure hope you enjoyed this extended summer edition. It's about to change, Kelly.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, that's for sure. We do have some changes coming our way. If you want some fall-like temperatures, we got it for you. It's coming our way. Today's kind of that transition. It is quite a bit cooler this morning. We're in the upper 50s right now in the Madison area, 58, 56 in Windsor. Cottage Grove, well, just dropped there at 58, 59 right now in Stoughton, 55 in Middleton. We do have a west wind that's bringing in some slightly cooler temperatures, but still mild today as we head in the low to mid 70s. Much cooler tomorrow. 50s tomorrow, and can't rule out a couple of showers. We'll talk more about that coming up. Looks like the weekend will be chilly, but in general, it should be dry throughout Saturday and Sunday. This morning, we'll look at some sunshine as temperatures climb in the upper 60s here at the noon hour. Westerly winds headed into the mid 70s today. So as you plan your morning, just need that jacket, need the sweatshirt this morning. Headed into the mid 70s. We'll look at partly sunny skies for the afternoon. All in all, it should be a pretty nice afternoon for us. But we do have a big drop in our temperature, and actually already coming in this evening, we'll have more on that chance of showers tomorrow afternoon. We'll see if that doesn't impact the parade, the homecoming parade here in Madison. We'll have more on that coming up.
Okay, thanks, Kelly. To continuing coverage now on the issue of trans health care in Wisconsin. State legislators are now introducing a couple of bills that would impact trans youth across the state.
Our Shane Hogan is here with what supporters of the bill are saying, plus how trans advocates are responding. Good morning, Shane.
Hey, good morning, Leah. That's right. There are two bills moving through the state legislature right now that, if passed, would have a major impact on trans youth. One bill would prevent trans athletes from competing in girls' sports. Another would prevent minors from receiving gender-affirming care. Some supporters of the measure argue it prevents irreparable harm.
But stopping normal puberty, administering wrong sex hormones, and removing healthy body parts should never be an option for anyone.
I have experienced discrimination and humiliation in public spaces because of the visible remnants of masculinity on my face and my body, and I live in daily fear. Many of those challenges could have been spared if I could have transitioned earlier in life.
Under the bill, it would not stop doctors from addressing life-threatening illness or injury. It would also not prevent doctors from addressing genetic diseases. Madison's Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway responding, saying in part, quote, "I want everyone to know that the city of Madison is a place where everyone, but particularly trans folks and trans kids, are welcome and supported and affirmed." Now, the bills will continue working through the state legislature, but have a little chance of making it into law because Governor Tony Evers says he would veto these measures.
Okay, Shane Hogan, thank you.
In more local news, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says he's going to be retiring in May. Parisi's office says that should give him some time to implement some of his initiatives in his 2024 budget. Those include boosting access to mental health services and improving water quality. During his retirement announcement, Parisi shared a parting message.
I'm constantly amazed at how blessed I am to be in a position where you can make such a difference in people's lives. When there's a problem, you can put together a solution and enact that solution and see results. So I'm sure I'll miss that.
Parisi was elected back in 2011, winning 70% of the vote. During his tenure, Dane County added 100,000 new residents and saw its annual budget grow to more than $282 million a year.
More news now from the state capitol, where Democrats are reintroducing a package of bills called Mental Health Care is Health Care. The goal is to increase mental health care access for K-12 and UW students. The legislation includes a creation of a new mental health consultation program and proposes spending for the Department of Health Services to prevent suicide by guns. The bills were previously introduced in 2021.
Men who have just become fathers should think about getting screened for postpartum depression. A survey by the University of Illinois Chicago shows 30% of dads who were asked questions for this research were positive for postpartum depression. This joins a growing body of research that shows 1 in 10 dads struggle with the condition. Researchers say men are often less willing to accept help, and these issues end up affecting their partners too.
Happening today, if you or someone you know has health care that won't cover the cost of vaccinations, Madison Public Library offering up some free shots for both COVID and the flu to anyone older than 6 months. The clinics are at Goodman South Library from 10:30 to 1 today. People under 18 will need a parent or guardian with them. You don't have to register, but if you want to make an appointment, head to Public Health Madison-Dane County's website.
To national politics now. Kevin McCarthy is out as Speaker of the House, and the chamber now can't pass any bills. Two top Republicans are jumping into the race, though, to become the next House Speaker. Louisiana Congressman and Majority Leader Steve Scalise and Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, both running to replace McCarthy. Angry House Republicans are expressing their frustrations with the 8 lawmakers who voted to oust the Speaker. Some say Matt Gaetz, who started this whole thing, could be kicked out of the party, and those who joined him kicked off their committees. President Biden, meanwhile, is calling for an end to what he calls a poisonous atmosphere in Washington.
6:05 now. As the number of people illegally crossing the border into the United States hits its highest total this year, the Biden administration is waiving 26 laws to allow construction of a border wall. Right now, the Secretary of State is on hand as well at his second final day of a trip to Mexico to discuss security issues. Michael Atkinson reports.
Mexico, of course, has to be and is our closest partner in this for obvious reasons.
Those remarks amid a surge in migrants coming across the U.S. border with Mexico, prompting widespread calls for action from the federal government and large condemnation from the Republican Party toward the Biden administration.
Last year, there were more than 2.3 million people apprehended coming across the border illegally. Key word, apprehended. Point being is that for everyone apprehended, there's others who are not apprehended.
Secretary Blinken on Wednesday looking at the flip side of that equation, highlighting aid offered in other Central American countries.
We have gotten about $4.5 billion in new investment in those countries for enterprises that are going to create jobs and give people an opportunity to stay home. Like most things, the opportunities that we've actually been able to create, those numbers don't show up at our border, but of course we don't know that. You only see the people who do.
Here in Texas, Governor Greg Abbott has hinted that he will include at least some sort of border security topic in his latest special session call slated to begin next week. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have urged him to do so, including the Democratic representative of Eagle Pass, a hotbed for migrant crossings, and the spot Governor Abbott put the floating barrier of buoys in place. Secretary Blinken didn't address the buoys, but his federal counterparts in the Department of Justice are suing the state of Texas over them. Not to mention, Mexican officials have also criticized the barrier, which could be a talking point in Blinken's visit.
Mexican authorities say 2 people have died as a result of those buoys. One, a 20-year-old from Honduras, the other, a 3-year-old boy.
Emergency alerts like the one to your phone yesterday might be expanding to even more smart home devices in the future. Wisconsin's emergency management team says devices like Amazon Alexas could be next. Experts say that test you heard yesterday, it's an important part of making sure these alerts do what they're supposed to.
Can't emphasize enough what life-saving tool this is for our agency and our state. I know sometimes it's interrupting to people's lives, but we truly are very diligent about when we send these alerts, and we are truly needing the public to help us.
Not including National Weather Service alerts, Wisconsin-based Originator sent 148 wireless emergency alerts last year for everything from missing children to public safety warnings.
Another Powerball drawing without a winner. Now the jackpot is really getting up there. It's at $1.4 billion. The drawing did produce a high number of tickets matching all 5 white balls without the Powerball. 10 tickets, each worth $1 million this morning. Still, no one's got that Powerball, so there will be another drawing on Saturday. The largest Powerball jackpot was just last November when a California man won the $2 billion jackpot.
All right, just about 6:09 on your Thursday. Coming up, basketball season just around the corner for the Badgers. What the men's team has to say ahead of their season as they vie for a Big Ten title.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Elevate your savings at the Century House. Right now, Buy stressless recliners, sofas, and office chairs, and earn up to $1,500 credit toward the purchase of additional stressless furniture. Or receive $400 off the purchase of any stressless signature base or cross-base recliner and ottoman. Don't wait. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to defeat any task in a Ford F-150 with all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get to Ford Truck Month and get into a built Ford tough truck.
Ain't nobody stopping me.
Lease a new Ford F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Madison. One weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. October 14th and 15th. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
In Arby's opinion, the cheesesteak is perfect. And you don't mess with perfection. Arby's does. Arby's, we have the meats.
At Lawton Cates, being prepared and confronting every aspect of your injury case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions has earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. Because at Lawton Cates, your life counts.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, good morning. You probably need the jacket this morning. It is about 15 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday morning at this time. And if you are headed to the homecoming parade tomorrow evening, might need some rain gear. We're not expecting a washout, but we can't rule out some showers passing through, and it's definitely going to be chilly. Definitely going to feel like some fall-like weather, so dress appropriately with temperatures only in the 50s and may drop into the 40s by the time the parade's over with. Mild today, though, with temperatures in the lower half of the 70s, not quite as warm as we've been, but still on the mild side for this time of the year. But we do definitely drop off tomorrow. Highs only in the mid-50s, and that'll continue right through the weekend. Can't even rule out some frost waking up Sunday morning. We had one cold front pass through, and it's a weak cold front, if you will, bringing us temperatures down a little bit today. That secondary cold front, though, to the west, that's the one that'll arrive tonight, and that'll bring us some much cooler weather by the evening. In fact, I think we'll top out in the lower half of the 70s this afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock. But don't let that fool you. I think by 6, 7 o'clock, that temperature will really start to drop. So make sure you have that sweatshirt, that jacket handy, because temperatures will fall off pretty quickly. We're at 56 in Madison, but noticing the drop-off in temperatures to the west. 46 in Lone Rock, 45 in Boscoville, 43 in Camp Douglas. We're at 56 in Madison, Janesville at 55, Watertown at 54. Even across Dane County, it's down to 46 in Sauk City and also Cross Plains. 55 in Middleton, but you go over toward Rockdale, it's at 58. So temperatures vary quite a bit just across the Dane County area. Partly sunny skies today, upper 60s here at the noon hour. Should be topping out in the lower half of the 70s today. So all in all, a pretty nice afternoon, but it will cool off quickly this evening. Make sure you have that sweatshirt and that jacket handy. Now, tomorrow we should be dry most of the day, but as we get in the afternoon hours, we're talking about 3, 4 o'clock. Can't rule out some of these showers spreading into the area. It's not going to be real widespread, but we're just going to have to dodge some rain. Unfortunately, just as that homecoming parade is getting underway, and temperatures will really cool off going throughout the evening in the 40s, lower 40s at that. First warm forecast 74 today. One last mild day before we drop off into the 50s tomorrow with those shower chances going up into the afternoon and evening hours. Then we really drop off Saturday morning down to 40. 50s this weekend. Can't rule out some patchy frost waking up Sunday morning. That'll continue into early next week before starting to rebound back in the mid-60s by Wednesday.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. We appreciate you. 6:15, you have just a couple days left to participate in our Coats for Kids drive. Drop off any donations you have at Clinky Cleaners or donate via our Amazon wish list on channel3000.com. So far, we have more than 2,300 donations. If you don't have a coat to donate, there's another way you can help out. Join our volunteers at one of our distribution events. Head over to the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County website for details.
24 times this season, the Brewers have won 2 straight games where their starting pitchers weren't Corbin Burns and Brandon Woodruff. That's the task now on the NL wild card, but first things first, you got to win Game 2 to keep that season alive. And like in Game 1, things started out great for the crew. First inning, already up 1-0. Willie Adames drops one into the gap in center field. Carlos Santana hustles home to score, and just like that, it's 2-0 the home team. Well, then the 6th inning came, and Ketel Marte smacks one right back up the middle. 2-run score, part of a 4-run inning for the Diamondbacks. Brewers get swept out of the playoffs, 5-2 the final. It's been 13 up and 13 down for Wisconsin this season, and Kelly Sheffield's squad has been even more dominant since the Big Ten season started. Badgers haven't dropped a set in conference play. That streak was on the line for the nation's top team against Iowa. First set, Badgers set up Devin Robinson, and she goes back corner for the point. Robinson finished with 9 kills. Wisconsin would take the first set. More of the same in the second. This time it's Temi Thomas-Ailara, and that's Temi time. Team high 10 kills for her. Badgers break out the brooms with a 3-set sweep. Wisconsin still hasn't lost a set in Big Ten play. When the calendar turns to October, that means one thing. Basketball is right around the corner, and Wisconsin is loaded. Greg Gard returns his entire starting 5 from last season. Plus, they've added A.J. Storr from the transfer portal and bring in a star-studded freshman class. Needless to say, the expectation in Madison isn't just to compete for a Big Ten title, it's to win one. And this group knows what's at stake this season.
It's to win and to win championships. I mean, that's what Wisconsin, basketball is, and that's what we believe we can do this year. And I promise you, there's no one in the locker room that thinks we can't do that. And so it's really, us just kind of putting it together and getting the details right.
We always hold ourselves to high expectations. I think we can definitely do that. There's no doubt in my mind that we can't do it, but we have to be able to attack every day and win every day.
And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. Hey, the River Valley School District's gearing up for its 60th annual school fair in the 608 this morning.
Josh Breiner's in Spring Green this morning with the preview.
We are gearing up for the 60th annual River Valley School Fair happening tomorrow here in Spring Green. I want to bring in Tim Johnson. He's the co-chair of the fair. Tim, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh.
So you guys are super excited. 60 years for the school fair. That's quite the accomplishment.
Yeah, it's pretty neat to see a small community like this and the district be able to commemorate for 60 years the way we have and growing each year.
As far as the school fair goes, what exactly does this entail? Because people might wonder, what does a school fair here in Spring Green mean?
So it's a wide variety. We have arts and crafts and so on to be judged tonight in the school. As far as livestock, we have sheep, goats, dairy cattle, swine, cats, rabbits, and chickens, and what am I missing? And some beef. So we start judging tomorrow morning about 8:15, and we have individual classes, we have showmanship, and then we have a live auction starting at 12 o'clock.
The community support has grown over the years. Obviously, with where we're standing right now, this has become a pretty big thing.
It is. In 2013, we put up this building and to house and keep everything nice and dry on rainy days. And it literally is growing every year since then. We keep adding pens to accommodate. And the animals, the number of animals that coming in are growing by 6 or 8 a year, which is great.
That's huge. I mean, when you think of the River Valley School District, obviously this is a school that's built on that community support. So people can come on out here and build you guys up even more.
Oh, yeah. And it goes back to the community. Without the community and their support, we wouldn't have no fair. Local businesses are outstanding. We can't say enough about them. The way they support us in donations prior, by the auction, by bidding, by purchasing the students' animals. And it comes back to, it's a community event, and it's supported by them, and without them, there is no fair, like I said.
All right, well, congratulations on 60 years.
Thank you.
That's a big accomplishment. Tim, thank you very much. We'll have all of this up on channel3000.com as well. You can have a link right there with more information. In Spring Green this morning, Josh Breiter, News 3 Now this morning.
Thanks, Josh. Hey, Josh is always looking for inspirational story ideas, so if you've got one, here's how to get a hold of him. Hit him up on social media. He's at Josh Breiter TV, or email him in the 608 at WISC-TV.com. Still ahead with one Airbnb guest is refusing to do well after her stay has passed.
And as we head to break, look at gas prices in your area. We're back after this.
Donate kids' winter coats at Clinky Cleaners during Coats for Kids.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Today, my friend, you did it! You did it! You did it!
Centrum Silver is now clinically shown to support cognitive health in older adults. It's one more step towards taking charge of your health. So every day, you can say, with Centrum Silver.
If Physicians Mutual were a friend of yours, we'd be like Eddie here, loyal, dependable, and always there for you. We'd be the one you'd talk to about retirement, the complexities of Medicare, and the coverage you'd need. We'd listen and give you straightforward answers. Think of us as your devoted retirement friend. At Physicians Mutual, we'll help you find the coverage you need so you can have the retirement you deserve. Oh, good boy.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
The Madison Club. Elegance reimagined. Excellence redefined. Amazing cuisine. Iconic spaces. Join the Madison Club. Featuring premier event venues, stunning lake views, with golf and travel club privileges worldwide. New member specials available.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music.
Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the titanium iPhone 15 Pro on us. US Cellular, built for us.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Kev's always got a good one. Some nature all the time.
It looks like they're posing for the camera. They're looking right at Kevin.
They always are for him.
A great picture. He is one with nature. Guys out there so much seeing those pictures.
They're like, we see you over there with that camera on us.
What's up, Kev?
Yeah, hey,
Good
morning,
to see
Kevin.
you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put
Tell
us
your
on
folks
the TVs?
I say hi.
Right. Hey, Shane's here with the trending story of the day.
All right, guys, we've got a bit of a doozy today coming from California. So check this out. There is an Airbnb guest causing quite a stir, and I'm going to tell you why. This person has been squatting at a luxurious guest house overlooking the hills of Los Angeles for more than a year and a half. Elizabeth Hirshhorn is her name. She's refusing to leave unless the homeowner pays her $100,000. Now, the Airbnb stay for Hirshhorn technically ended back in April of 2022, but now a judge is ruling under the city's rent stabilization ordinance, the owner has no legal reason to evict Hirshhorn.
Okay, so Chris said earlier.
Can you believe this?
Chris said,
don't hate the player, hate the game.
and I gotta give it to her, that took some research. I mean, awful human being, objectively. However, it took some serious research to figure out all those loopholes.
Yeah, no, loophole, exactly. Yeah. That is the right word. I mean, this is clearly taking advantage of a horrible system, but like, now you're being talked about in Madison, Wisconsin. Have some pride, right?
Karma, baby.
Yeah.
It'll come around.
It's a long time. A year and a half.
I mean, like, what if this person had a family and they're just, like, not allowed back in their home?
It's a Airbnb. It's a rental. It's not like it's their primary residence.
Chris is like, I wonder if I can get away with this.
The judge just ruled in this lady's favor.
Yeah, Chris is into this.
I don't know.
I think it's giving it a shot.
I say dumb.
You heard it here.
We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Need to update your furniture? Menards is your one-stop shop with all of the latest furniture styles at the lowest prices. Plus a great selection in stock ready to take home today. So go ahead, relax in a recliner, get cozy in a love seat, or simply unwind with a comfy sofa. Stay big in a plush rocker recliner. Other stores have it for $599.99. Here at Menards, it's just $349.99 after 11% rebate. Hurry in, these deals won't last long.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm and I was so excited. We have a model, his name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful, that's all it takes. And what I love about Plexiderm is this is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, hey Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. It's a cream, it's a topical, it literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines, like, it's amazing.
You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself, I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
At our $14.99
$195 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture online, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Right now, a case we've been following for years is nearing its conclusion. How a contractor's fraud scheme led him to plead guilty to federal charges.
Press 1 now to see if you are eligible to get your loans completely forgiven.
Plus, if you hear this message, hang up your phone. How scammers are taking advantage of resuming federal student loan payments.
And looking outside this morning, we got a clear shot at the Capitol as some clouds are breaking up out there, Kelly. We're going to see some sunshine today?
Yeah, a little bit of both. A little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of sun. It's going to be a little bit cooler today, but still mild, but much cooler tomorrow. Can't rule out some showers and a chilly weekend. More coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warn forecast today. Kelly, you've been telling us that this is a transition day.
What a nice way to put it.
It's a transition day, folks. Let's transition.
It's not like abrupt. It's just kind of a gradual turn.
Right.
From summer yesterday.
If you were outside last night, you kind of felt some of that cooler air starting to come in.
Yeah, that was that first cold front that came through, and that's why it's not going to be quite as warm as what we saw yesterday. So a little bit cooler today, but still on the mild side. It's really going to be tomorrow when you're going to really feel the effects of some of this cooler air that's going to settle in for the upcoming weekend. And with that, tomorrow evening, unfortunately, for the homecoming parade here in Madison, 6 o'clock time. Can't rule out a few of these showers, but it should be dry for the football game and dry throughout the weekend. Just definitely going to be cool. Need that heavier jacket. You'll probably need a light jacket or a sweatshirt this morning. It's not too chilly, but cooler than where we were yesterday morning. 56 right now in Madison, Cottage Grove at 57. 55 right now in Middleton. So temperatures in the 50s this morning, and will rise to the upper 60s here at the noon hour. Winds will be out of the west. That's behind that first cold front. Now, I think we'll top out in the mid-70s going into the afternoon, but there is some cooler air lurking off to the west. By the evening hours, that cooler air will settle on in, and that'll bring us some much cooler temperatures going into the weekend. Partly sunny skies today as we climb through the 50s into the upper 60s here at the noon hour. More on that chance of rain tomorrow, and also the cooler weather for the weekend coming up.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. We are following some breaking news into the newsroom overnight. Police looking for suspects after one car shot at another vehicle on the Near East Side. This happened near Willie Street by South Few Street just before 1 a.m. Officers say this does look targeted. At least one car hit a number of times. So was a building on Willie. Luckily, no one was injured. To new information now, a Janesville man is under arrest for attempted first-degree intentional homicide after a pretty tense chase.
Shane Hogan has been looking into this. Shane, it sounds like we are lucky that no one was hurt in this.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. No one hurt after a suspect shot at police in Janesville. Law enforcement officers were in the area of North Oak Hill and Barham Avenues yesterday when they saw 25-year-old Tyrone Gibson, who was wanted for an attempted homicide from a shooting last week. When an officer confronted Gibson, police say he pulled out a gun and fired a shot. Gibson then ran from the area. Police were able to surround him on Peterson Avenue near Memorial Drive. He was then arrested, and again, no one hurt in this process. Police asked the public to avoid the area for a little while dealing with Gibson. He is currently being held in the Rock County Jail on multiple tentative charges stemming from this incident and the one he was tied to from last week. A reminder here, News 3 Now is naming this suspect, despite a policy to not name people accused of crimes until they're formally charged because of the severity of this alleged crime that took place in Janesville.
All right, Shane Hogan with those new details. We appreciate it. Thank you, Shane.
Happening now that student loan payments are back, there is new warnings about potential scams. Nearly 27 million borrowers with federal student loan debt totaling $1.1 trillion are facing repayment. Now, government agencies and nonprofit groups are saying that scammers are targeting borrowers, contacting them through robocalls and other methods, often asking for personal information or fees to provide a bogus service. Those calls might sound a whole lot like this.
Press 1 now to see if you are eligible to get your loans completely forgiven. This recent announcement could potentially eliminate 100% of your federal student debt.
Well, to avoid being scammed, the Federal Trade Commission says don't give out personal information such as your federal student aid login ID. Don't trust anyone promising debt relief, even if they say they're with the Department of Education or if they ask for upfront payments. Borrowers can manage their own paperwork on the federal student aid website without having to pay any fees.
Continuing coverage at the state capitol, another call for impeachment, this time against Wisconsin's top elections official. Senate President Chris Kapenga is urging Assembly Speaker Robin Vos to pursue impeachment against Megan Wolf. She's stayed in her role leading the Wisconsin Elections Commission while Democrats fight a Senate vote to fire her. Wolf has been the target of lies about the 2020 election and President Biden's defeat of former President Trump here in Wisconsin.
Meantime, in New York City, as we take a live look, former President Donald Trump's lawyers are appealing that ruling last week that found Trump committed fraud. In that case, Trump is accused of inflating the values of his businesses, big time. The judge ruled Trump and his co-defendants were liable for persistent and repeated fraud. Trump's attorneys, meantime, are blaming the accounting firms for the inflated values.
Some new information here. The state wants to make it easier for apprentices to take trade exams. It's joining a partnership with testing company View to offer more locations and more exam slots. Right now, they're pretty limited. Trade exams are offered only 4 days a month at one of 5 testing locations across the state. This partnership would add 54 new sites. Exams will be available at those sites sometime in the first quarter of next year.
The Brewers facing elimination last night in the postseason, trying to hold off Arizona in Milwaukee. Let's start things off in the 8th here. Bases loaded, Crew trailing by 3. Willie Adames at the plate. He's going to ground into second. That ends the inning, leaving a bunch of runners stranded. To the 9th now, still down 3, tying run at the plate. William Contreras strikes out. Ends the game, ends the series and the season for the Brewers. Milwaukee is now 1-9 in their last 10 playoff games.
More local news now. The president of Madison College announcing his retirement. President Jack Daniels III will retire next June. He'll have served at the college for 11 years by then. Among his accomplishments, the vision and the creation of the college's Goodman South campus. He also led the school through the pandemic. National search for his replacement will start in the coming weeks. To another campus now, UW-Madison homecoming festivities kick off for the weekend. Tomorrow, the homecoming parade. If you're planning on traveling through the Isthmus, you're going to want to give yourself some extra time. Here's a map of where the parade will be. A number of streets and roads will also be closed. The parade route runs from Gilman Street to State Street, all the way down it to Lake Street. That's where it ends. Those roads will be closed from 5 until 7:30. To see what other streets are affected, you can look for this story over on channel3000.com.
Check out this. The Wisconsin flamingos have been spotted somewhere else.
Ooh.
So we told you that they were spotted on the shores of Lake Michigan near Port Washington recently. I know. These new pictures here are stunning. These are from Arkdale. That's closer to home here. That's just north of the Dells in Boston, east of Adams Friendship. The pink birds were spotted at Pentonwell Lake. DNR officials want your help. They're asking if you see the birds in the water, don't approach them with your boat or kayak. Just let them be. Researchers say Hurricane Idalia could be why the flamingos are in our area.
Majestic creatures.
They're lovely, aren't they?
They remind me of Alice in Wonderland, though. I just want to go, like, play croquet. She plays croquet with them.
The flamingo, that's right.
The flamingos, yeah.
It's been a long time. They are gorgeous. Happy to have them here while we have them.
Hope they last through winter. 6:38 coming up after the break. The era of COVID vaccination cards coming to an end. Why the CDC did it in the first place and what the alternative is now.
And temperatures are down a little bit today, and we are going to be tracking some much cooler weather and also a chance for some showers tomorrow. We'll talk more about it in the First Warn forecast coming up.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to defeat any task in a Ford F-150. with all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get to Ford Truck Month and get into a built Ford tough truck.
Ain't nobody stopping me.
Lease a new Ford F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
The biggest thing for me that I've learned through working with Thrivent is that you can accomplish anything you want to. It's just about finding the right road, the right path, the smart moves.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
Hold it! Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
Ordering promotional products guaranteed to create memorable moments is an easy mission at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Tonight at 10. Artificial intelligence has entered the classroom.
I saw it in poems and stories, and I thought, oh, I know that human, and that's not their human thoughts.
I'll show you what teachers are doing to curb AI misuse and how a change in thinking could turn this tool into a valuable part of classroom learning.
I think there's possibility, and we don't just have to be on the defense.
Outsmarting AI, an Eye on Education report. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Don't you love that shot of Bucky on the lake? Get ready for homecoming. Love it. Hope you got some nice plans this weekend. We're going to have that forecast for the homecoming parade and the game coming up here in just a little bit. Meantime, on the Health Watch this morning, the CDC says it's no longer distributing those COVID vaccination cards. Those white cards debuted in late 2020. It was a simple way for the government and vaccine recipients to keep track of doses. Major pharmacy chains say you don't need your old card to get the new vaccine anymore. CDC says that vaccine recipients can still get a digital or paper copy of their full vaccination report from their state health department's immunization information system.
56 days until meteorological winter begins. Last year was one of the snowiest winters on record. The Twin Cities saw around 90 inches. But with El Nino settling in this year, the Climate Prediction Center says there are increased chances for a warmer winter. Things should be drier than normal for both the north and the eastern part of the state. The southwest should get roughly normal snowfalls, though. Jury's still out on what we'll see. We're kind of right in the middle here.
Yeah, we are kind of right in the middle of that, aren't we? For me, I'm looking forward to some fall weather. Let's take things slow. We like to look ahead, but living in the moment this morning, Kelly, what are folks going to feel when they step outside today?
Yeah, it is cooler than yesterday. Yesterday morning, it definitely felt like August because morning lows were in the upper 60s and low 70s. This morning, we're in the 50s and even some 40s showing up. Still have some, these are cumulus clouds that have been streaming across southern Wisconsin, but you can see some breaks in those clouds. So we will look at some sunshine today, and it's that transition day. We're kind of falling from the summer-like weather we had through the weekend early this week into some more fall-like temperatures that'll arrive tomorrow, right in between there. We're expecting a high of 74 today. Still, we're running above our average. Sun will be up here shortly at 1 minute before 7 o'clock. Badger football game. We got the homecoming game versus Rutgers. Bundle up. The good news is it's going to be dry. We are looking at chilly temperatures, readings in the 50s throughout the day. The kickoff at 11 o'clock. Should be great for players, great football weather, but obviously if you're going to be sitting in the stands, it's going to be a little bit chilly. Mild today with highs in the lower half of the 70s today. This weekend, though, quite a bit cooler with mid-50s expected both Saturday and Sunday. We can't even rule out maybe the first frost of the season. That'll be coming in Sunday morning and early next week. So some cooler weather on the way. We've got 1 weak cold front that passed through late last night, brought in some cooler temperatures today, but the real colder air is behind that second front that's moving through Minnesota. That's what will be arriving later this evening. We're at 56 in Madison, quite a bit cooler to the west. 46 in Boscobel, 46 in Lone Rock, down to 43 in Camp Douglas, while it's 58 in Monroe. Janesville currently at 55. Even across Dane County, it varies quite a bit. You go to the southeast, it's 58 in Rockdale, while it's 46 in Cross Plains, right in the middle here in Madison, where it's sitting at 56. So a partly sunny sky today will rise in the upper 60s. Going to be a very pleasant afternoon, not as breezy as what we had yesterday. We'll be in the low to mid 70s here at 3, 4 o'clock. But as that cold front moves through, it will drop quickly this evening, so definitely need the jacket, the sweatshirt going into the evening hours. Now, tomorrow we should start off dry, but as we get in the afternoon hours, as some of that colder air kind of surges in, we'll look at a possibility of some showers developing 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. As we get toward the homecoming parade here in Madison at 6 o'clock, we can't rule out some showers, but look at how cool it is. Temperatures in the 40s starting off the homecoming parade, so definitely some cool weather on the way for the next several days. Nice today, 74, 56 tomorrow. Afternoon highs in the mid-50s Saturday and Sunday. It should be dry, a little bit breezy for the game here against Rutgers on Saturday. Overnight lows dropping down in the 30s. Can't rule out some patchy light frost. Sunday morning going into early next week.
Cover the plants, you think?
I would bring them in, and, you know, it's kind of on the last hurrah this time of the year as you're getting into this time of the year. But, yeah, we definitely have the possibility of seeing some of that frost Sunday and Monday morning.
Oof. All right. Kelly Slipka, thank you very much. Hey, 3 days to go in our Coats for Kids drive. It's hitting at the perfect time as we see that change in the weather. You can drop off your donations at any Clinky Cleaners location or by checking out the Amazon wish list over on channel3000.com. Here's our total so far, 2,365 donations. If you don't have a coat to donate, but you still want to help, join our volunteers at one of our distribution events. Head over to the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County website for details.
6:46 now. The River Valley School District's gearing up for its 60th annual school fair in the 608 this morning.
Josh Sprider is in Spring Green with a preview. Here he is.
We are in Spring Green this morning, gearing up for the 60th annual River Valley School Fair, which kicks off tomorrow. This is a big deal for the school district. I have Sherry and Chase joining us this morning. Sherry, I want to start with you. You know, you are a co-chair. You're also with the FFA here. This has become such a big deal for this school district.
Yes, over my 28 years here, we have worked on building this up to incorporate an interactive agriculture experience area so that we can bring more people into the community and celebrate agriculture. So we have the youth learning about what vast agriculture we offer here in the Valley, and then we also have the adults come back to reminisce about what River Valley looked like when they were younger.
So you are busy setting up right now. We're in the gymnasium. This is kind of where some of the exhibits are going to be.
Yes, today from 8 to 5 we will have everyone bringing their exhibits in, and then we will set this up. Tonight we will rely on volunteers to judge the local products that have come in. So it's a great avenue to see what this will be by tomorrow morning.
So Chase, you're a junior here at River Valley. You know, what has it been like to be able to be part of this for so many years now?
It's awesome. It's just an experience not a lot of kids get around Wisconsin. I mean, what is it, one of 3 schools in Wisconsin, so I'm glad to keep the tradition going.
You know, what is your favorite part about being part of the school fair?
Just being able to run around and do a lot of the things, you know, being able to show my sheep and being caught up in everything that goes on and through the auction and being around everybody.
You know, the interaction with these kids is pretty cool. Some of these things that maybe these kids wouldn't be able to do if they didn't have this opportunity.
Yes, we are blessed with a leadership team, and then we have seniors and juniors step up every year to help us put this on. But community keeps coming back to help those kids. They remember what it was like to be an officer back in the day, and they come back to help these officers keep this tradition going. So we thank the community for coming out and bidding on the animals, supporting the children in all project areas. So it's just a great way to celebrate in the Valley.
Awesome. Well, Sherry and Chase, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you very much. If you're curious on how you can support the River Valley School District with their school fair, again, 60 years, just go to the story up on channel3000.com. In Spring Green this morning, Josh Sprider, News 3 Now.
Thank you very much, Josh. Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email. Just about 6:49, coming up in the morning sprint, a series of bills restricting trans people from participating in Wisconsin athletics. What's in the bill and their chances of success?
We're going to say happy birthday to Brody and all the kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The biggest clearance event is on now at Ashley's $18 million manufacturer liquidation sale. Shop Overstock and special purchase mattresses while they last, or a Sealy Queen mattress for as little as $8 a month. Only at Ashley.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle that doesn't break the bank? Come visit Stark on the Beltline. We've got Hondas, Subarus, Toyotas, and trucks, and local financing options to help you get the best rates you deserve. Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Zumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Zumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take, this is like nothing you've used before.
Announcing the winners of Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Congratulations to Ward Brought Music for winning gold for Best Musical Instrument Store. See all the winners on MadisonMagazine.com.
A local couple charged for damage to a rental car.
We knew we didn't do anything, so I called Call for Action.
And our team helped them avoid paying a big bill.
I'm just happy that she could make all of our problems go away.
If you have a consumer issue, Call for Action. Only from News 3 Now.
We have a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles, including Hondas, Toyotas, Subarus, as well as many other popular brands, right here at Stark on Highway 19, located at 502 West Main Street here in Marshall, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
The biggest clearance event is on now at Ashley's $18 million manufacturer liquidation sale. We've purchased truckloads of overstock and special purchases and are passing the savings on to you with discounts up to 75% off, plus financing options with no money down. Only at Ashley.
Rediscover life without pain. SSM Health Orthopedics.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
A contractor from Fort Atkinson is awaiting his sentence after pleading guilty to federal charges of wire fraud and money laundering. 52-year-old Tyler Hansen admitted to lying to customers about using their money for personal expenses rather than to buy building materials for projects he'd been hired for.
The Republican president of the state Senate is calling on the Assembly to impeach the state's top elections official. Senate President Chris Kapenga is urging Assembly Speaker Robin Vos to pursue impeachment against Megan Wolf. She has stayed in her role as the Wisconsin Elections Commission administrator, while Democrats fight a Senate vote to fire her.
Multiple bills are now in circulation that would impact Wisconsin trans youth. One would ban trans kids from participating in girls' sports. A second would prohibit kids younger than 18 from receiving gender-affirming care unless they're addressing life-threatening illness, injury, or genetic disease. Governor Evers is expected to veto both bills.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi is retiring. He says he plans to do so in May. It was 2011 he was elected for the first time with 70% of the vote, a position he's held ever since. He has led the county through quite a bit, including the COVID-19 pandemic. During Parisi's tenure as Dane County Executive, the county got a lot bigger too, adding 100,000 residents and saw its annual budget grow to over $282 million.
The state's pandemic-era waiver that allowed 16 and 17-year-olds to skip in-person road tests is ending after this year. The Department of Transportation says starting next year, drivers under the age of 18 will once again need to pass a behind-the-wheel road test at the DMV. More than 144,000 teenagers utilized the waiver at the time.
Some major street closures are going to happen around the UW Homecoming Parade this weekend. It all starts tomorrow. So the parade's at 6. Some adjacent streets are going to start shutting down at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Here's a look at the map of the parade route. It runs from Gilman to Wisconsin to State Street and then to Lake Street.
The Badgers back in action on Saturday. It'll be an early kickoff, 11 a.m. at Camp Randall Stadium for that homecoming game. Unless you're there, you're going to need a Peacock subscription to watch. The streaming service has the rights to Saturday's game against Rutgers. There is no free trial offered either, so 1 month of the service would cost you $5.99 plus tax.
The Red Cross is helping homeowners in Reedsburg who are out of their homes after a fire. Emergency crews were called to the home on South Locust Street just before midnight Tuesday. Everyone got out safe with their pets. No one was hurt. Unclear what started the fire, but investigators don't suspect foul play.
A 28-year-old Janesville man is in custody after police found nearly 60 ounces of cocaine, along with 4.5 pounds of marijuana. Officers arrested the man a little after noon yesterday at a Quick Trip on East Milwaukee Street here in Madison. In addition to the drugs, officers found 6 guns and $75,000 in cash.
All right, good morning. Coming up on 7 o'clock as we are waking up to some cooler temperatures this morning. Not as cool as it can be, but yesterday morning we were in the upper 60s to low 70s. This morning we're in the 50s, even some 40s off to the west. We'll look at partly sunny skies. All in all, should be a really nice Thursday for us as temperatures climb up close to 70 here early this afternoon. Low to mid 70s today, but we will start to see some cooler weather come in as we go into the evening hours, and that's going to set us up for a cool evening and overnight. Have some pretty cool looking alto-cumulus clouds out there this morning. They are starting to break up. We'll look at partly sunny skies today as we climb into the lower 70s, but notice by 7 o'clock we're dropping into the 60s. That's behind the second cold front that'll bring us some much cooler weather as we go into the weekend. Friday, 56. A lot more cloud cover in the afternoon. Can't rule out some showers passing through late in the afternoon into the evening. Right now it looks like the homecoming game on Saturday against Rutgers looks dry but chilly. Temperatures in the mid-50s this weekend. Maybe some frost by Sunday and Monday morning.
All right, Kelly Slifka with that fall forecast. We appreciate you.
Sure.
We're back in 30 minutes with a news and weather update.